And so we'll start with a little bit of a warm-up. And today we're going to be doing the double breathing practice. And so how that works is that you will just inhale through the nose and exhale out the nose. And then at the very end of the exhale, see if you can push out a little bit more air. Inhaling, exhaling, and then at the end of the exhale, just extending it a little bit more. And so we'll spend a little bit of time just practicing on the double breathing. Maybe 2 or 3 more rounds. Steady inhale, steady exhale. And at the very end of the exhale, breathing out just a little bit more. I'm just trying to push out some stale air. And then you can go ahead and bring your breath back to your regular inhale and exhale. And we're going to find our seat. And so if you are sitting cross-legged, you can just make sure that your spine is nice and tall and that you might want to bring something underneath your hips so that your hips become higher than the knees. If you're sitting in a chair, you can just think of bringing yourself back towards the back of the chair and bring your feet onto the ground. If your feet doesn't touch the ground, you can bring blocks or bolster or something else so that your feet can rest comfortably. And we wanna see if we can find a tall spine, shoulders down away from ears, letting the belly be soft. And you can bring the hands so that the palms of the hands are on top of the legs, just resting down. Or you can bring your right hand on top of your left with your thumbs to touch for the equanimity gesture. And then taking notice of your neck and the back of the neck, trying to keep the chin leveled, but perhaps thinking of elongating the back of the neck. So that might mean creating a little bit of a double chin almost to get that. And then perhaps seeing if you can unclench or relax the jaw and allow the tip of the tongue to touch the roof of the mouth. And the last thing about our form here for our meditation practice is that we practice with the eyes open in this particular tradition. And so you can just think about gazing downward towards your nose and just finding a soft gaze there. And so we will do the 21 breaths meditation today. And it's super simple. We are just going to be counting our exhales from 1 to 21. And then once you get to 21, you can return back down. So inhaling, exhaling 1, inhaling, exhaling 2, and so on. And as we practice today, I would check in a few times just to give you some reminders to stay with the practice. And so let's begin. And taking a moment here just to check in with yourself and continuing to count your exhales from 1 to 21 and then 21 back down to 1. And if you're feeling kind of tired today, sometimes when we are gazing down, that can make us feel sleepy or drowsy. And so if you find that that's happening to you, it's okay to bring your eyes back to, or your gaze back to your regular eye level instead of looking down. You can look straight ahead for some time if you're feeling like that could help you be more awake or alert. And then as you're ready, you can just bring your gaze back down. And always knowing it's okay if you find that you have to gently bring yourself back to 1 should any distractions or thoughts come up. And taking a moment just to check in with yourself, noticing where your mind is. And if you find that you've become distracted, that is okay. You can just gently bring yourself back to the breath, back to your natural inhale and exhale. And we'll continue to count our exhales from 1 to 21, and then 21 back down to 1. And again, knowing it's okay if you're feeling a bit tired to bring your gaze to the eye level for a few moments. And we'll now switch into a little bit of formless meditation. And so keeping your form and your gaze, we'll now just let go of the counting, and we'll spend a little bit of time just trying to rest in the nature of the mind, in the presence of the mind. If you find noticing the breath to be helpful for you, you can feel free to do that. And then we'll take a moment to notice the breath, and we'll do our double breathing that we did at the beginning again. And so noticing your natural inhale, natural exhale, and then at the very end of the exhale, perhaps seeing if you can push out a little bit more air. Steady inhale, steady exhale, and then exhaling out just a little bit more. And then we'll let go of the meditation. I'm going to send a dedication. And so you can bring the hands to the heart once again. May the teachings of the Buddha spread and flourish. May all sentient beings be happy and joyful. May we practice the Dharma day and night. May the benefits for self and others be fully accomplished. We bow.